This is Jessie Tuggle, former Atlanta Falcons, and you're watching Class Act Sports.
This is Victor Green, Class Act Sports. We're here today with probably future Hall of Fame Jessie Tuggle.
Appreciate
who
that.
Called the Hammer.
What's up, man?
Nice to join us today, brother. First of all, let's talk about how you get the name the Hammer.
You know, the hammer was given to me for a specific reason, and that's from knocking people out, right? And it's ironic because my first nickname that I had when I came to the Falcons was that they used to call me Ragdoll because I used to throw people around all the time.
Right.
And that didn't really stick, you know what I mean? I can't recall what game it was in, but I can remember a game where I had an extremely hard hit, and the guy yelled out, "Oh, that's a hammer hit." And people just started calling me Hammer, man, and it just sort of stayed with me. So I think my last 5 or 6 years in the league, that's where people would address me by, "Hey, Hammer, what's up?"
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good name, man. You used to hit them down over 2,000 tackles,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in 14 years, man. That's a pretty long career. I mean, the average players in the league is 3.5, 4 years. How was it that you was able to play that long? You was a free agent coming in. First of all, you wasn't supposed to make it that long. So what did you do to separate yourself to give you a chance to be 14 years in the NFL?
The biggest thing that helped me out a lot throughout my whole career was to take it year by year. You know, I felt that I had to really train heavy and train hard to compete at that high level. So lifting weights wasn't like mandatory back in the days, back in the early 90s and late 80s, but I always lived throughout the off season and kept my body in pretty good shape so I can compete at a high level. And for some reason or another, it paid its benefits. It benefited me because I had the opportunity to start a lot of games without being injured. I had the opportunity to have a very long career. And Vic, you know, like I know, some of it is luck by being out there and not getting injured. The only thing you know as a player, just go full speed.
Right, absolutely.
And then from that, whatever happened from that point, that's the only thing you can control is your effort. And I think that my effort helped me to last as long as I did.
Right, talking about, you mentioned full speed and effort. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, how the league is coming about now with all the fines, with the hits and things of that nature. Well, as we know, being a defensive player, it's almost impossible to slow yourself down to a point where, you know, you hurt yourself. So talk about that and how is that you think is going to impact the league?
You're right. You know, you have to go full speed like we talked about, and you have to give a lot of effort. And I know football just is a very physical football game. It's a very physical sport. So you have to go out there and you can't baby the game, and you can't allow yourself not to hit somebody hard. But the thing what my take on it is this. Yes, I think the helmet to helmet is very dangerous. Okay? But the biggest thing that as a defensive player, you know, by being a linebacker and you play that safety, it's going to be how impact hits all the time.
Right.
You know, so how do you clarify what is a legit hit and what's not? To me, a hit that was hit in the chest area, even if the ball pop out, the guy falls on his back and the crowd go woo at one time, you know that somebody got the air knocked at him, right? That, to me, that don't require a flag or a fine because it was nothing illegal done. You know, that's the nature of the beast. There's been big hits through my era back in the 80s and the 90s, and same with Dick Buckus back in the 60s and the 70s. There's been big hits with football no matter how you play it and no matter how you look at it because it's a very physical game, and you can't take that away. And then fans don't want you to take it away. That's why they pay the money to come see it.
This is Victor Green, and you're watching Class Act Sport.